returns. Oh, and the riders in this cloud, they're singing still. Don't you worry, oh, you children of men, oh, you children of men. One-eyed Odin, he returns, and you can see him rising like the sun in the sky o'erhead. Ooh. Hyperborea, a place of our great ancestors. Hyperborea, oh, Lemuria, oh, Atlantis, oh, by the way. Ooh. Iron pills and white pills are all that you need if you wish to go solve all the world's greed. It's been all down there since the 4th of July. I'll plug in my guitar and then start to play, for today is the dawning of a beautiful day. Oh, yeah. Everything should be pretty good then. Maybe like that. What's that tune I was thinking about? Wasn't this one, but That's a good one. That's a good one. But, okay, let me see. I gotta... One step at a time, everybody. One step at a time. Damn. Don't even have the chat open. 'Cause I'm going slow. It's like 9:30 a.m. in Hawaii. I'm just getting on early. Having a good time, as it were. Yeah. Hey, what's up, In Tandem DJ, Capitano? These are just old fiddle tunes, old Appalachian fiddle tunes from the Scots-Irish tradition, brought over to America, blended with all kinds of West African music and all that. It's what we call bluegrass, man. Yeah, this one. That one's called Texas Gales. one's called President Garfield's Hornpipe. This one's Daly's reel. This one's called... That one's some kind of rag. Shit. What was that one called? I forget. This one's not an instrument mic. Yeah, maybe that's better. Is that better or worse? Better or worse? Better or worse? I can't tell the difference through the monitor. I don't know. Life, man. I hope these lockdowns will end soon. I don't know if I can do another year of this shit. I just want to get out and play, man. That's why I have to stream. Yeah, if you want to share this stream somewhere with, I don't know, some friends or something, it's like, it makes a big difference to me just to feel like I'm able to play for people. I'm able to perform for people. Because I try to do it as a service to other people. I mean, I'm not doing it just for myself. I've never been oriented about it in order to like receive accolades or anything like that. What I want to do is give people beautiful music. Like I want to give people something, and I just don't know how to find the right people that want it. Like how to connect with them. So you know. What I tell everyone, that's why I don't really charge money for my music, my recordings or anything. What I tell everyone is like, if you want to pay me back, tell people about me or give them my recordings. You know, spread them around, you know. I would rather more people listen. I would rather people listen to it and I'd be poor than be rich and have no one listen to it at all. I mean, it doesn't, but, you know, really what I am is that I'm poor and also no one listens to it at all, so... Yeah, that's what makes me, that's how I get depressed so much. 'Cause I feel like I'm not a bad musician, so, you know, I want to make good music that makes people happy. Sometimes it's fun to just like play random shit and be like, oh, jazzy. Hey, Cosmic Heartbeat. How are you doing, Valerie? I don't know if you're still around or not, but nice to see you, if you are. Valgal? One of my old usernames that I used for everything since I was in like high school used Val, or Val Sintar was what it was, and it was because in Sindarin Elvish in Lord of the Rings, Val means like a powerful or potent person, and then Sintar, I used to do Valrandir, which means like a powerful wanderer, and I really liked that. But now I do Val Sintar, or then I started doing Val Sintar, which meant like a powerful mystic or sage. And I thought, Sindarin Elvish is a pretty fucking obscure language, so constructed Tolkien language, so. But Tolkien was so knowledgeable about so much linguistic stuff that there's things in it that just like smack of truth, regardless of whether they are like actually a real world language or not. It's just that they are tied to things that are like archetypal in the human psyche. Like he was really in touch with how language works. And there's no reason to think that like we live in a world that's different than Middle Earth. We really live in Middle Earth in a certain sense. It's just that Middle Earth is through a certain lens. The whole idea of, like, even if you look at it, Arda, I think if you read into it, Arda is the name of the Earth, the entire world in the Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings kind of stuff, like in the Silmarillion, Arda is the world, but Al-Ard is the Earth in Arabic, just like Haaretz is the Earth in Hebrew, and it sounds like Earth too. I mean, Ard, and Arts. If you say it fast, Arts, Haaretz, it means the Earth. Haaretz, it's Haaretz. Haaretz, Haaretz. We live on the Earth. And then you can start to see where the accents come from, like different accents. It's easy. It's like a genealogy of language in a certain sense. And I'm interested in that stuff because of Proto-Indo-European languages, Hyperborea as a predecessor civilization, or the predecessor civilization that ended at the end of the last ice age may not have been Hyperborea, but you could say Atlantis. But Hyperborea is an ancient concept that I still appreciate, and many others appreciate it as well. And it rises again. Hyperborea rises again. The light of the black sun will shine again. Black is the color of life in that context. The same as Kemet in Egyptian means black. That was their name for the country of Egypt. They considered white to be the color of death because a corpse turns white as the blood kind of runs from it. But the soil that is rich and black is very, very fertile, and so it's the source of life. But the difference between white and black is only a difference of whether we're talking about pigments or whether we're talking about photons. We're still talking about photons no matter what. Well, we're talking about directly receiving photons or reflectively receiving them. So pigmentary color values are based on reflection, but the color values of a ray of light, like if you separate it with a prism, those are directly received. So it's basically like AC power and DC power. One of them's direct and one of them's alternating. It's alternated. It is it's been mirrored. So it's like the funny thing about grass being green is that green is the one spectrum of light that grass doesn't absorb. It absorbs all the red and the blue light mostly. That's what it really likes. And those are the highest energy lights for it. And so it reflects the green light. That's why we see it as green. So in truth, we could say that grass is blue or grass is red, um, in the sense that it absorbs those light colors. It reflects green, so we see green bouncing off of it. But we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing it. We kind of see the universe upside down because we see things reflected. You know, we see them reflected off of mirrors and things. And it's like our brain processes images in a very complex way that involves receiving light upside down and flipping it back over and things like that. And it's because it's basically a series of reflections, series of mirrors, and that's what I like to call. I often call it like the intranet and the crystal matrix. The crystal matrix being like a holographic. A crystalline structure is a very uniform kind of physical structure, and all of life. A prism is a very fine crystal matrix, and that's what separates the light. It's basically slicing the light into pieces. And the crystal matrix is the mind, basically, because the mind is what delineates the whiteness of, like the fullness of perception or sensation. The fullness of sensation is separated into the rainbow of perception through the prism of the senses, and then interpreted into concepts through the prism of the mind. So it's like it breaks further and further down. This stuff was about... Isaac Newton was really into this when he wrote his book on optics, and also Immanuel Kant was very much into this topic. You can always go back in the video and watch it. I mean, I just explained like a quintessential part about understanding the universe in Plato's cave. But you know, it's like, it's fine. People hear what they need to hear at the right, you'll get it at the right time. Yeah, you know, there's sometimes stuff in life kind of comes around in a hard way, and it's really hard to figure things out. Uh, you know, and I guess it, you know, I've recently been trying to figure out whether my family has been oblivious to something that happened to me when I was young, or has been complicit in it. And I think, thank God, the majority of them were just oblivious, and they wouldn't listen to me. So that's fine. But now I at least know that I don't have to hate them forever. You know, that's better. Um, Yeah, so it looks like they were just oblivious. And that's sometimes how the world goes, you know? It's like people don't necessarily know... they don't necessarily notice what other people are going through. It can be really hard to notice what people are going through. And that's... in some sense that's okay, but it just kind of sucks. So... we should just try to be cognizant of the suffering of the people around us. I gotta mute this real quick because I gotta take a phone call. Alright, sorry about that. I got a call from from my doctor. I don't know, I have a colonoscopy scheduled. I'm pretty young for it, but there's either something wrong with my prostate or something wrong with my colon, and it could very well be the prostate though, because of, you know, if you practice semen retention, then you have some people say that you have an increased risk of prostate cancer. I don't know if that's true or not, but you at least have to, you know, I'm just being diligent about checking everything for the sake of my family more than the sake of myself, because I actually don't really, I feel like I don't really care that much. But it's like, you know, it does make a difference to other people, to people's lives. So anyway, that's kind of for a long time, you know. Anyway, let me, I don't want to talk about that too much on stream. I'll play some more music. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life, man. Getting a lot of things in order. A lot of, working on a lot of projects. A lot of, things are like really turning around, seems like, which is good. I'm trying to remember this song, Birdland Bounce. Well, shit. Well, anyway. That's one of my favorite little jazz tunes. Sometimes you just can't remember stuff quite the way that you want to. How long have I practiced what? Those songs or playing guitar? I mean I've been playing guitar for like 16 years. The world is very strange. Very strange. Huh. I don't know. It's funny how there's like this business online of like selling people the fantasy of being attractive or something. You know, like, I don't know. You start getting all these messages from like these bots, you know, like dating site bots. But if you read their terms and services and things, because I was like, what? Why the fuck do these people keep trying to contact me? And like, why is it like so? But it's getting like more and more like seems like they actually know who I am. So I'm like, why are they? What is going on? And so I was like, let me go look into what are these companies, and let me read about their thing. And they're like, well, what they claim that they are is that they're a way for like people to discreetly contact other people because they have like they're trying to cheat on their husbands or something, you know. That's what they sell themselves as, these websites, which is something I'm not interested in the first place. I don't want to help anyone cheat on their husband or whatever. I'm not gonna cuck anybody. I just joke about cucking Mark Zuckerberg because I think it's really funny. Maybe he's the one who got me, who started sending me all this stuff because he. Anyway, that whole thing is like I actually don't know what the hell is going on with any of that. But if what I did is I read the or I read the like terms and conditions, and it says like stuff like, uh, by consenting to this, you consent to the use of artificial intelligence to enhance the entertainment value of, and so you're like, oh, so what it's saying is that this is all fake, and it's meant to like to boost your ego or something, like to make you feel good. I don't know. I don't know what it's like some Illuminati shit, man. It's some one eye shit. Some of these Odin people. Uh, Not that there's anything wrong with Odin. Odin's a god that I am familiar with, the Allfather. The Allfather is the father of everything, so, I know Odin. But the one-eyed shit is like, there's people who follow the bad King Moloch, and those are the people I worry about. But what they're doing is something is a psychological technique. What I realized is that they're doing a psychological technique which is called love bombing, which is something that that some people have told me that I do, and I didn't do it consciously, at least. People have accused me of being a narcissist before, which is like, all right, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't really feel like I'm that much of a narcissist. And they would say, well, you just go around like love bombing people all the time. I was like, I'm just trying to be nice to people all the time. Like, I'm trying to actually appreciate people for who they are, like, always. And in doing so, I'm hoping that the world will treat me better than it has. Well, because it has treated me very poorly. And in general, I mean, just like, not people in particular, especially no one here in this chat or anything, or in my family. And it's just, well, some people in my family, but not the majority. 99% of my family is good. It's just, there's skeletons in all families' closets, So the what I'm saying is that it's just funny to me that it's like it is a psychological operations tactic. Like I realize that when people have been talking about, they talk about gang stalking and things, and it took me a long time to realize I was being gang stalked, not because this is you're getting into real like schizo territory stuff where people are going to be like, oh man, take your meds, schizo. But this is something that like I could show people evidence that of the kind of emails that I receive, for example, because I receive all these like love letters and things like that, and I'm like, who are you though? Like, who are you, and why are you doing it? And people are like stalking me, and trying to talk to me, and it's like there's some weird thing going on. They want to talk to me, so that's okay, but don't lie to me. I just don't like being lied to. It's like if someone wanted to come forward and be like, hey, we're trying to protect you and we want to be open and upfront with you about it, and I would say, okay. But if then they do it without me knowing, and they start establishing like a protectorate around me or a conservatorship, this makes me upset, because now I'm being lied to, and I do not like liars. I don't like thieves. I don't like those kinds of things. I like people who are upfront about what they want and what they need. I prefer beggars to thieves, because a beggar, at least, has nothing and asks you for what he needs. A thief just takes it. So my work, I realized, has been being stolen by basically the Illuminati, who have offered me the opportunity to join them multiple times, and I have turned them down multiple times. I was offered the deal with the devil, and I said no, multiple times, and that makes them upset every time that I do that. And I mean, probably some of them are watching this right now, at least one. But you know, they don't necessarily watch. You know, I'm not saying the people in the chat. I'm saying that you would not be able to see that they were watching. The all-seeing eye does not, just because it sees you does not mean that you see it. So basically what I'm trying to say is stuff is weird in reality. Like, the reality of things is weird. And ever since I ran for Senate in Oregon in 2020, which was not even like a serious campaign, but it brought people out of the woodwork to like ruin me immediately. They immediately were like, no, you got to stop him. We got to stop this guy immediately, like right now. And it's like, you know, you just feel like you're being Truman showed. So that's why I get on stream and get in front of people voluntarily, because I'm like, here, I'll do it for you for free. If we do it on my own terms, if we do it on my terms, you do things for me, you know, we can sit down and sign a contract or something, but you gotta be paying me if you want my shit. You know, if you want me to be doing work for you, you gotta start paying me. You gotta start making it worth my while. And it's like, I am happy to help other people all the time. And I love giving to charity, but I don't like being taken from for charity. That's something different. So, you know, I don't have problem with the red shields or the blue shields, you know, but here in the White House, my house, you know, don't be fucking with me. Don't do that. You can shield me from things, but stop lying about it. Red shields, blue shields. Don't do that. The Shield of Solomon is okay, but Solomon got wise. All right? The sun and the moon, the Solomon, is wise to your game. And stop playing it. Stop playing it. We're going to rebuild the temple now. All right? Start putting that, you know, if you're going to eat the poor, eat the rich too. You stop barbecuing people, Moloch. All right? Stop eating children. Stop feeding people their own children. Stop, you know, what you're doing is wrong. Don't do it. And I'm not going to judge you because it's not my job. That's up to God. But all ye sons of perdition, I just better take notice. Or I'm giving you notice right now. I'm just giving you notice. So, CIA glow in the darks, NSA, all you guys that are listening, that watch all my shit all the time, and I know you do, because you always cut my power right when I'm about to say the things that you don't want me to say. You cut my feed, you cut my internet, cut my power. You stop me from doing the things that you're like, no, don't let him say it. Cut it. You screw up people's ability to talk with me. You censor and groom and select the group of people that is able to be around me. And that's okay. You know, you do what you can to protect the great house, all right? I understand. But let's just be more transparent. Let's be more honest. Let's sit down at a table and be men about it. Look at each other in the eye. And you know, have some steak and eggs and talk about, hey, these are the brass tacks, all right? You don't need to play this game anymore, because it's really, I'm just kind of sick of it. Just sick of the games. Or else you're gonna start having to play my game. And And maybe you're not going to like that game very much. Because, you know, we've all read the book of Revelations, all right? You don't want this. You don't want this for yourselves. You don't want it, and there's a way to avoid it, and I am here offering it to you on a silver platter. Take it or leave it, but if you leave it, that I'm going to be very sad, and I think you're going to regret it for a very long time. So, don't do that to yourselves. There's no reason to. I've said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, because you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you're just hurting yourselves. You're not hurting me that much. I'm fine. I live in paradise, but you're hurting yourselves a lot, and I'm really sad to see it. So please don't. Stop hurting yourselves. I love you. You know, the big man upstairs loves you so immensely that it can't even be calculated. And we all love you. Everyone loves you. If you would just, you know, stop being ruled by fear and start being ruled by the love that's in your heart. Be of service to yourself and to others by choosing love over hate. Be of service to yourself and to others by following the great commandments that Jesus Christ taught to us, our great teacher and master and Lord. He said, the first commandment is this: Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh is our God. Yahweh is one. Then he said, the second commandment is like unto this, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. Because we must love our Lord, our God, with all of our heart, body, mind, and soul. And because we realize that the Lord is one, we cannot, as his creation, truly be separate from him. For how is the Son separate than the Father? It's just an extension of the being of the Father. Just like an artwork, a painting is just an extension of the being of the painter. So, being all one, it makes things a lot easier. Makes things a lot less painful. There is no enemy. We are all one. The great Satan is you yourselves. Within your own heart, you are both the Lord Almighty and Satan. You are your own adversary. When you conquer yourselves, you'll realize that there was something there all along. But the dance can be mad, you know, in a harmonious way. You don't have to go through your whole life struggling. Let go of suffering forevermore. There's no reasons to cry any longer than is needful for you to return to the Garden of Adam and Eve, our great Father and Mother. We are all the sons of God and the children of man, the children of Adam, who is called the Son of God. Adam means red, for the clay was red like our blood. And God formed us out of that star stuff to make us a holy race of bread and wine, a holy body of the Logos of Christ. Oh, you people, don't you worry, for gnosis is right. Oh, no sister, gnosis is all that you need. You don't need a book and you don't need to think about being agnostic. Just be a little more Gnostic like God and like me, because I followed him with the light that he gave, and I am here to lead you to him. A voice calls out in the wilderness to you. And one day there may come a man whose shoes latchet I am not fit to tie. Though I baptize you with water of the spirit of song, he will baptize you with the ecstatic wine of his love, the intoxicating grace of heaven above. Oh, Lady Sophia, oh, Sophia, Aya Sophia, Kyrie, Kyrie, Aya Sophia. Our great lady and our great Lord are one. Not two, never two. Isis and Osiris aren't two, they are only one. They had themselves a son named Horus, who was the great sun in the sky. He was also only one. Together they are all one in a great trinity we call family, oh heavenly family. Oh, it extends across all the great stars. Won't you listen to a Hermes, Mercury, who sits close to Venus, and he is, oh, the best friend of Mars. And he comes down to earth from time to time, just to restore the faith of the people who line up to hear. Oh, we have forgotten, but then when they remember, they cheer, 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 hip hurrah. All praise to the Lord, Alhamdulillah, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Oh, the great Lord of us all, the great Lord and Lady in eternal marriage in the sky, in the heavens, in the earth and the waters below. Oh, the deep, it extends out forever, the limitless I saw, illuminated by our light, our love, our friendship and grace and compassion, our light and our love and our friendship and grace and compassion for one another. We can remember it all is true. Aloha Kekua is what we say here in Hawaii. It means aloha is God, and aloha is the word that Jesus spoke in Aramaic when he referred to old Yahweh the Lord, and El Anu is the word they used in Sumer for the sky god Uranus. Oronos, not Uranus as in in the hole down in your butt, but that might be the one that you can't see. Maybe a brown third eye, you'll never have seen that brown dwarf star sing. But maybe one day it will, maybe one day it will. Almanaki is what they call me. Ooh, Abdullah Yusuf al-Mahdi, oh, the red-bearded, one-eyed man. In the land of the blind, well, the one-eyed man is king. My brother, he knows how to sing. Don't listen to the Antichrist who wants you to become the beast. You are the beast. The beast of burden is your body, not your soul or your mind. They have control if you take control. Wrestle it from the beast inside. Don't be controlled by the lust and the envy and greed and hunger for all the things that you never did need, but always kind of wanted. Yes, man, the world is changing, and the great gnosis comes. The awakening is happening every day. People are waking up more and more. We're all part of that, and I'm not an especially, important part of it. I'm just one cog in the wheel, like everyone else. And I'm just happy to be joining all of you on this journey, and I'm glad that there are some people, small few people, who are here to listen. And you are the blessed ones, the ones who have ears to hear. So, once a day, or twice a day, maybe when you wake up and before you go to bed, pick up a Bible or a Quran or a Bhagavad Gita or Tao Te Ching, or do a little scripture study. Pray a little song to the universe. Sing your heart out. Speak your heart out. Let the universe know what you need and what you want. It's not that the universe doesn't know already. It's just good to learn how to communicate better. Yeah, speaking of that, maybe I'll play play a little fill tune or two, and then I need to go make some breakfast. Probably I need to eat something. But it's nice to see you all here. Thank you for tuning in this morning. For me, it's early, but for you, it's probably maybe a little bit later or a little bit more reasonable hour. I've been trying to stream earlier to make it better for people who are living on the mainland in the U.S. Yeah, it's a weird coincidence, isn't it? Alright, well, I just need to go get something to eat because I feel like, well, my body's just telling me I need to do that. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll probably be back later, or in a little while, or whatever.